That's right. And, we'll keep it out west. We talked about Stanford, Arizona State a little bit ago, and they're obviously squaring off tomorrow night in the desert. Resurgent Sun Devils and Cardinal. They're kind of been up and down so far this season, but I think they're both hitting their stride. Stanford is typical of them, Rick. They play sound, stingy defense. Got some D linemen and Thomas Booker and Dallin Wade Perry, linebacker Jordan Fox that are kind of on the NFLPA radar, and they're going to be squaring off against some talented blockers there for the Sun Devils, and Kellen Dyche and Henry Haddis, as well as the aforementioned Rashad White at running back. So have some intriguing battles in the trenches there in particular that we'll be paying attention to. We highlighted some guys from Arizona State. Their defense is littered with NFL prospects as well. So lots of talent for those who'll be able to tune in tomorrow night on ESPN.
No, I love it. Arizona State, Stanford, two teams that really are moving and shaking out west. What else you got, Dane?
Yeah, about what I think is the game of the week, Rick. Iowa versus Penn State. And, of course, the NFLPA Bowl will be live in attendance for that one. But we're going to get an opportunity really to watch the talented ball-hawking corner of Riley Moss there for the Hawkeyes, squaring off against who I think's, one of the top wide receivers in the country in Jahan Dotson from Penn State, who just continues to show his electric ability. And, Rick, we know both these squads have a ton of NFL talent, all over the field as well for them. But, that matchup in particular to me is just the one to watch for this weekend.
What a thriller. And this is a coin toss game. And lots of talent, as you mentioned, two really good coaches. I think it's going to go down to the nitty-gritty. I could see it going down to the last possession. And I believe this one's out in Iowa. So Penn State, on the road, they've got a shot, though. This is a game I'll definitely be tuned into for sure. All right, Dan, who else are you going to be watching?
Go right on down I-35, Rick, on down to the Red River rivalry resuming and then, the state fair there on Saturday between Oklahoma and Texas. One of the matchups we're paying, special close attention to is going to be Oklahoma wide receiver Michael Woods and tight end Braden Willis, squaring off against Texas DBs Joshua Thompson and nickel Deshaun Jameson. I'm really bullish on really all four of these guys. I think their best football is still ahead of them. Like the talent, like the ability they all have. I highlighted some Oklahoma linemen last weekend against K-State. They've got, some beef up front protecting the quarterback there. They got Kennedy Brooks back there rushing. He'll be going against Overshawn for the linebacker for Texas. Got a lot, repetitive theme here of these games we're talking about today, Rick. A lot of NFL prospects on the field, and but this, particular Oklahoma offensive pass receiving duo against these Texas DBs is one I'm going to be paying close attention to.
Yeah, absolutely. Texas has rebounded after that tough loss a couple weeks ago. Coach Sarkisian saying we're going to find out what we're about. Well, that Longhorns team is about some serious business, and Oklahoma's a slight favorite here, but man, this is another coin toss game. That running back there for Texas, wow, that's a player to keep an eye on. They just talk about a workhorse. I think he had 35 carries last week. Unbelievable. Some great games on the docket. Anything else, Dane?
Arkansas Ole Miss, Rick. Let's see who's going to rebound this week. Obviously, again, two teams, very talented, littered with NFL prospects. Both got their butts whipped last weekend, and we got to see which is going to rebound the best, right? Anxious to see Razorback left tackle Myron Cunningham. Rick, we've been talking about him for a couple years now. Face off against Tariquius Tisdale, Sam Williams for Ole Miss, and really what's going to be an intriguing matchup. Cunningham is a very smooth athlete at left tackle, very polished, good technician. Man, I want to see him really get up and compete against these big physical defensive, edge players that Ole Miss is going to be bringing.
Yeah, like you said, who's going to rebound? Who's going to pull off the Charles Barkley? What the heck is going on over here?
There's construction going on at the Jersey Shore or what?
What's happening? Are we okay? We under attack. Who's going to